Every year, my garden overflows with a vibrant array of herbs, offering an abundance of flavors and fragrances. Today, I'm thrilled to share my favorite methods for preserving these herbs so we can savor them all year round. From dehydrating to creating herb salt and herb butter, let's get started on turning our wonderful harvest into lasting flavors. Hello, my name is Kristen and welcome to my channel. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Every year I enjoy growing an array of herbs. We plant basil, cilantro, rosemary, parsley, and various types of thyme. We also have perennial or self-seeding herbs like chives, dill, and holy basil. Herbs are a wonderful complement to recipes, and there's something extra special about using fresh herbs that you've grown yourself. Someday I'd like to try growing herbs indoor all year round, but for now I want to focus on preserving our harvest. Typically I use a dehydrator to dry the herbs and store them in mason jars. My husband Mike also helps me make garlic and herb butter, and we freeze it for quick and easy cooking. Do you grow any herbs? What herbs do you grow? I'd like to know if you have any special methods for using and preserving your herbs. If you regularly harvest from your garden, you know what I mean about dealing with dirt and bugs. It's something that you get used to, but I always make sure to wash and soak everything I pull from the garden really thoroughly. I picked up this little gadget from Aldi, hoping it would make handling time easier, but it didn't. In my previous video, we had a record harvest here on our farm of 149 garlic bulbs. We planted 150. We absolutely love garlic, and I'm excited to show you how incorporating it into our recipes today will elevate the flavors. Herb salt is a wonderful way to add a burst of flavors to any dish, and it's incredibly easy to make. We'll preserve our harvest by creating herb salt and then dehydrating it. We'll use parsley, basil, rosemary, lemon thyme, and of course garlic. I have Himalayan pink salt on hand, but you can use any salt that you prefer. I'm going to make another batch later with Celtic salt. Once blended, we need to spread the mixture on a sheet and place it in the dehydrator for a few hours. You can also leave it on your counter or dry it in the oven on a low heat. Before I start the dehydrator, I want to add a couple more herbs to dry. Every time I go to make salsa, my cilantro has already bolted and finished for the season because cilantro doesn't thrive in hot weather. I'm going to use dehydrated cilantro in my salsa this year. Will it work? I don't know, but I'm going to try it. Last year's holy basil, or tulsi, self-seeded all over my garden. We have it in pots on the deck, out front, and in half of the garden boxes. This was not planned, but I've come to really love Tulsi. I've been making iced Tulsi tea with honey and lemon, and it's incredibly refreshing. I'll try bringing a pot indoors to overwinter for fresh Tulsi, but I'm also wanting to dehydrate a lot of it for a warm cup of Tulsi in the winter. While I've been indoors, Mike, my husband, has been busy in the barn all day, making room for our future hay purchase. We adopted goats this past spring, and now we need to store a year's worth of hay. But while I'm in here, I also want to grab some garlic for our garlic butter. When you grow garlic, it's important to lay it out and dry it for a few weeks for storage. I'm thinking tonight I want to try out our herb salt for dinner, so I'm going to pick some fresh goodies out of the garden to go with it. Salad sounds good. Despite the heat, our lettuce hasn't bolted yet, and it's probably thanks to a slow bolt lettuce seeds that I picked up from M.I. Gardener. Lettuce is a really easy crop to grow, and it costs pennies. While I'm out here, I also want to grab some slicing cucumbers and green onions. Our slicers are doing really well this year, and we haven't seen a single cucumber beetle. But my zucchini plant looks really stressed. I don't think it's because of pests, but it's extreme heat and weather fluctuations and also heavy rain. This is the best part of gardening, enjoying the fruits of your labor. I'm so happy with our little garden. Our herb salt is nice and dry now, so we need to put it in the food processor. You just need to blend it up for a few seconds and it will be ready for use. You don't have to blend it, but it gets kind of chunky and stiff from dehydrating. I'm really curious to see how it tastes. I only made a small batch to test so that I can tweak it and fine-tune it for the next harvest. Garden veggies taste so much better than anything that you can buy in a store. I remember the first time I tried a cucumber from my garden, I was shocked at the difference. Store-bought versus homegrown, there's no competition. Anything that you pull out of your garden. Take zucchini, for example. It's easy to grow and cheap, and it keeps giving you food. I like to slice it and saute it on high heat. Using cast iron really elevates the flavor. It took me a while to get the hang of my cast iron, but high heat and good pan seasoning are the basic principles of cooking with cast iron. I'm trying little by little to reduce the chemicals in our diet, and one easy way is by making my own seasonings. This is just a basic seasoned salt that has pepper, garlic, onion, paprika, turmeric, and just a tiny bit of sugar. The last task on our preservation list today is making our garlic herb butter. I also make plain garlic butter, but this herb butter is perfect for roasted potatoes, carrots. It's really delicious searing roast or browning steaks. For this butter, we'll add our minced garlic, thyme, and parsley to the softened butter. I should have minced the herbs first, but this'll work. I borrowed these cute little molds from my friend Tony last fall when I rendered lard that she'd given me. She'll need them back soon since she's raising pigs again, but since I still have them, we'll use them. We'll harden the butter sticks in the fridge and then slice each stick into tablespoons and freeze them. And that's a wrap. 2 days of work condensed into 13 minutes of video. The magic of YouTube. Thank you so much for hanging out with me in my garden and in my kitchen today. Please consider subscribing so you don't miss out on any updates around here. As always, stay inspired, stay passionate, and keep your curiosity blooming. I'll see you next time.